Hi guys, how's everybody doing? We're here with the general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing you really working on your confidence with something, so this can be like a general sense of confidence, an overall sense of confidence. There can be something that you're working on physically for yourself, like it can be a body goal that you have. I'm seeing this be associated with the Queen of Wands. So this is related to like any type of space where you can be talking about like self-esteem and self-confidence. It can be like with your creativity, with your ability to do something. It can be with how you feel about how you look, how competent you are feeling. Feeling a sense of like independence, feeling like you're showing up for yourself, things of that. It looks like something that you've been working on. So even if this is something new, it seems like it's been added, or it's being added to the work that you've already been doing. And to see also the world coming out too in the pre-shuffle, there's a focus on you finally getting to or achieving a goal that you've been working on. Connected with your sense of self and something that you're doing. This is like something that really matters to you, and it's like, forget what anybody else thinks. Like, this is something that I care about, and so I'm seeing this be like a personal goal of yours, and something that may very well have to do with your person, in fact. It can too be like your ability to advocate for yourself in this situation, or to confidently say what you need to say, or express yourself. Definitely expression with the fire energy. To accomplish something. To also get something moving as well, potentially. But with the world, it does look like this is the tail end of you, like finally completing, achieving something that you've been working towards. Because I also saw the Eight of Pentacles in there, so that's like, this was not something you started yesterday. This was something you've been working on. We're starting off with the star. The star represents Aquarius. It also represents your hopes, your dreams, your friendships, the collective, your sense of self, your purpose, your dharma. There is something that you're starting. I am hearing the word achievement very strongly. To those of you that are new, I channel as well as interpret the tarot cards. So if you hear me talking about something that isn't traditionally on a tarot card, that's where that's coming from. Okay, so you're in a space where you're learning, you are absorbing, you're in sponge mode right now, where there's a lot to kind of take in all around you and figure out like which pieces go where and how that's going to help you here. It's like a Gemini state of mind with the Page of Swords. You can be like communicating. It can be like learning in settings where you are like working with other people, learning from other people, sharing ideas, hearing ideas, researching things. It's very mercurial. So it's like inquisitive and curious and open-minded. I also am hearing legacy with the star. You may be thinking about like what you're building and also what you're going to be, what you're making now, what you're creating now, and also what is going to be left to, like, what is the footprint that you're leaving, if you're leaving one at all. Like, what do you want to make? Like, what do you feel like is your purpose to be fulfilling? What are you trying to create here? What do you want to do this lifetime around? I'm hearing open category. King of Cups. When we have a focus on the element of water, you can be doing anything with like mysticism, anything that's related to healing. It can be, I'm hearing psychiatry, psychology, true. Anything that's connected with the psyche, anything that's connected with energy movement, healing, anything connected with the mind, any type of artistry. Water energy is creative energy, very creative, very intuitive. So you can be doing anything like occult, mysticism, things with reading energy, any type of energy work. Could also be like focusing right now on healing. Like some of you could be investing in like therapy and things like that. Can also be doing like shadow work, grounding. There is something that it looks you're working to temper right now. Okay. So you're in a period where things are kind of happening, but maybe not fully taking shape or maybe not fully taking form. You could be in a space where you're feeling a bit restless because of this. Like, I want to be out on the other side of this already, and I'm not there yet. So that's definitely part of what you're working on right now. It's like mood and energy management with the King of Cups. The King of Cups is about finding equanimity no matter what environment you're in, essentially. Can be kind of summarized as that. We were talking about like legacy, purpose, what you feel like you're leaving behind. We have the Emperor coming out. Trying to create the right moves for yourself. Also, really, this is very much about self-mastery with these. Especially in alignment with what you're doing, what you feel like is your purpose. How you feel you're supposed to be living your life, how you're meant to live your life. See how there is an Ankh here? There can definitely be a focus on healing. Some of you may be getting into your like ancestry and stuff. The Ankh is Egyptian. It's associated with interesting. Okay, hold on. I'm getting Sekhmet. Hold on. What is this? This is definitely connected with healing and energy work. It kind of is like what's coming through is stuff about Reiki actually, but I just want to look this up. Yeah, it says Sekhmet, whose name means she who is powerful. Connected with both war and healing. Connected with the sun also. I'm hearing something about radiation. It's also an Egyptian religion. Yeah, stuff about Sekhem is coming through too, which is kind of like the power, like the life force that flows through everything. It's like associated with like magic and healing and the things that like create and all of that stuff, movement. I do get the sense of controlling something with the King of Cups. Like potentially getting more organized, creating some sort of system can be. All right. I am hearing publishing. There may be very particular moves that you're thinking about making. These are like long-term moves. When we have the Emperor coming out, say for you that you're like running a business or something along the lines of that, where you're like creating something, or you're thinking about entrepreneurship, also ruled by the Emperor. The Emperor symbolizes our Mars energy. So this is like, what are you using your initiative, fire energy for? What are you using your spirit? What's energizing you? What are you channeling your energy into? And with this guy here, with the Emperor, this speaks about what you're doing that's connected with like your long term. So these are not short-term decisions that you're making. These are things that are going to affect you for like a larger span of time than just like what you're going to eat for breakfast. So this can be like business moves that you're making. I'm seeing something that seems very, very important to you. So this is a very, very this decision that you're making, or whatever this is that you're analyzing, it holds a lot of weight, it holds a lot of gravity, and it's something that affects you, it affects your legacy, it can affect your long term. It can be like a business situation, a living situation, a career decision, things like this. What also you want to spend your time doing as well? Like, what are you making with your energy? What are you creating that is becoming solid, that is becoming tangible? Like, what missions are you sending your energy on? And to have Pluto here, to have the Judgment card, this is about being really honest with yourself about what you're seeing, and really thinking about like the long-term effects of how you're living and the choices that you're making as well. The type of energy that you're carrying too. Like, are you holding on to King of Cups? Are you holding on to anything water-wise that is dysregulated that you're going to be regulating? Like, is there any blocked energy that you're feeling right now? Are you holding on to things from the past? Are you holding on to like anger or resentment, stuff like that? Or are you getting into a space where you're more easily flowing with everything and being in the moment and learning to transmute the energy? And even though this can be something that you're doing on a daily basis, I'm seeing there also be a connection with like the long term and what you're doing. So there may be like multiple pieces that are happening that are all kind of complementing one another. But yeah, there may be like a serious decision that needs to be made where you're going to have to step up in some way and kind of play the leader in this situation. Emperor Aries energy. Definitely an initiative, like, let's take action, let's do something now, I will get done what needs to get done. Also being calculated too, thinking about that. So this is about really analyzing what it is that you're committing yourself to, and committing yourself to things that feel authentic as well. To have these two here, this is like committing yourself, signing contracts, being a part of things that are resonating with you deeply in the soul space. So this is not like, I'm going to connect with this person for superficial reasons. This is like their soul growth that's involved in this, and that's why I'm connecting with it. Or like, I'm committing to do this because I feel like it's going to help the collective. There are lots of different ways to interpret this, but it seems like when it comes to what you are associating yourself with, what you are tying yourself to energetically, and what you're channeling your energy into. So like, am I going to take this course? Is that going to help me with that? Am I going to connect with this person? How much am I committing? What am I promising to this person? Like, what does this mean if I'm signing that contract? Things like that. Definitely connected again with your long term. That is absolutely being highlighted here. Long-term decisions. Okay, so I'm seeing you spending time thinking about this. Definitely can have to do with your interpersonal relationships. There's a lot of analyzing that I'm seeing, a lot of like pulling back and let me really think about this. Let me reflect on this. How am I feeling? And I'm seeing this look very much like a private thing that you are doing. Like, you may not be bringing other people into the conversation yet. when it comes to this stuff that you're thinking about. Maybe you're going to let people know what's going on afterwards, but I'm seeing for right now it may be stuff that you're more privately analyzing and mulling over. Okay. I will say this too, mental health. You could really be thinking about like your mental and energetic health. Let's use these two right here. When it comes to like job and responsibilities and things like this, you could be thinking like, how is that mentally impacting me? How is that energetically impacting me? Should I be doing something else? Is this something that I want to stay connected with? Things like that. Definitely one of the energies that are coming through here. So I'm looking at Aquarius, Virgo, Aries, Uranus, and Pluto. Uranus can be a change that happens kind of unexpectedly, or you switching it up in a way that you wouldn't normally. How I'm seeing this, you may be taking a chance. To have the Emperor and can we keep moving through? Hold on. To have the Emperor and the Fool here, this can be you deciding to like take a business risk or chance. Like, I wouldn't normally invest in that thing, but I'm going to invest in that thing. Or I never thought I'd open this type of business, but I'm really excited about this. The Fool is about being called in a particular direction, and you're being like very open-minded and exploratory. So you could be kind of like window shopping with something, and then you're going to decide what you want to do. So Emperor is kind of like looking around and being like, I could start this business, or I could invest in this over here, or like I could be building my house on this plot of land. And this is about like keeping an open mind and exploring, like, let me see what all of my different options are. This may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's giving me space and room to learn and to grow, and maybe I'm going to take a chance. And I have faith in myself. I trust myself, and I trust that my guides are looking out for me, and I'm following my intuition, and I'm going to answer the call that I'm hearing. And this is about making a smart decision. It's about being analytical. It's about thinking about what it is that you're doing and getting to the core of your motivation and reading situations. So yeah, you could be thinking about moving into a new type of commitment, because there can be an analyzation of what you are committed to right now. Relationships, careers, anything that you have, something that ties you or anchors you to something else, a place where you live, stuff like that. Thinking about it, thinking about maybe doing something new. So you could be in a space where you're like, yeah, I've been at this job for 4 years and I'm thinking about maybe exploring something else. But with the Hermit here, it's like you're not really telling anybody about this. Maybe something that you're, again, keeping more privately. Can be with relationships too, or with like a place that you're living, stuff like that. I know we're kind of repeating, but the guides are definitely pushing this so there's not a mistake with what is coming through. So yeah, thinking about doing something new, thinking about switching up from routine, and again, coming back to this for like the 5th time, this is something that is going to affect you long term. I'm seeing you be in a space where you understand the gravity of this too. What's going to help you figure this out is collaborating. Collaborating is going to, just like in the last reading that we did today, collaborating is kind of going to spell out the next moves that you want to take. It's going to help you figure this out, sort this out, weigh your options. So you may think about something to a point and then be like, I need to invite this other person, maybe that I trust, into the conversation and see where I get with that. Somebody that will help you reflect. Somebody that can, 3 of Pentacles, somebody that's going to give you like an objective or helpful viewpoint. So this is like a person or people that you can kind of toss ideas around with, and they'll help you come to some sort of conclusion via a conversation. Yeah, whoever this is that you're connecting with, if this is someone outside you that you're connecting with, that you're working with to kind of bring you to this conclusion, this is somebody that you would see as being rational, logical, and also kind of a dreamer, and they would also connect you with your dreams too. So you would see this person as like clarifying for you, because this person will be a mirror to you that you would like hold up in front of yourself and be a sounding board, and they would kind of say to you, this can be a person, this can be an energy that you're connecting with, it can be like a different part of like your mind or your spirit that you're connecting with, but you see how Hermit is really like reflecting and thinking about these things. Hermit's like, I'm connected with these things, I have committed to these things, and I'm thinking about exploring elsewhere, I'm thinking about expanding. And as Hermit is thinking about this stuff, you are Hermit, you have the Fool calling to you, and the Fool is saying, hey, if you turn around and look at me, I can show you all of these things that you want, and maybe something that you'd be interested in going in the direction of. Nine of Cups is about our wish fulfillments. It's Jupiter and Pisces. So it's about like expanding your subconscious energy. It's about expanding your wish fulfillments and stuff. Like Pisces energy is about your dreams and the things that you want to pursue. And like, if you could have a dream life, what would that look like? And the Fool is like, hey, if you take a chance, if you follow me, I can show that to you. So you may have somebody that's really bringing in, it's like you've been maybe looking at things through a narrow angle, which has been working for you, but this person is going to bring in a wide angle for you, this person or this energy, and show you like all the rest of the things that had been cut off from the screen that you've been looking at this through. So that's why this energy, I'm hearing affluent with these two. And this may also be somebody that you're connecting with that is following their dreams and that like maybe does take risks or take chances and really trust themselves and believes in themselves. So this is somebody that you would see as being very inspiring, that like they would not be pushing their agenda on you, rather they would be revealing to you your own dreams. So that's what the beauty of connecting with this energy is, because it's somebody that's going to show you like all of the possibilities. But it's not, the thing with the Fool is that you see how it's just calling. The Fool is not aggressive. Like this energy is not going to come through and like yank you and be like, you're coming with me this way. The Fool is like, if you want to go exploring, if you want to take this chance, the option is here for you. So it's something that allows you to feel like you can enter into this space openly and pursue a dream that you want to pursue, and even reveal things to you that you didn't know before. Like, I had that desire, but maybe I always felt weird about admitting that, or like maybe it was something that I never allowed myself to think about, things like this. And then the energy comes through and is like, hey, let's make these solid. Like, let's actually figure out how it is that you could pursue that. Are you ready to take a chance on yourself? Again, a very inspiring, like innovative, creative, thinking outside of the box sort of energy. And this can be you activating the Uranus within your birth chart. This can also be somebody around you that embodies the Uranian energy that you see as being like maybe a bit strange, maybe a bit different, but somebody that you see as being, yeah, innovative, creative, forward-thinking, open-minded, things like that. Also, too, for some of you, this can be somebody that owns their own business. They may do something with Uranus. It can be anything related to technology, creativity, science, inventing things, astrology with Uranus. Anything. Uranus is related to like systems and stuff like that, like things that have complicated inner workings. You getting to the point where you're recognizing all of this has culminated to the point of you seeing, hey, I could take that chance on that dream that I have, and I just may go in that direction. If I'm trusting myself, I'm going to take that leap of faith and pursue that. This is a big point of you getting to this. Like, for some of you, this has taken a while for you to get to this point. This is going to be a completion for a major cycle for you. This is going to feel like a big, big, big completion. The sense that I'm getting with this is not just a chapter being finished. This is like a book being finished for you and closed out, and you're going to be starting a new one. To go over the signs, we are looking at Aquarius, Aries, Virgo. I'm also hearing Neptune, Uranus, and Pluto. We also have Saturn on the bottom of the deck. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.